Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome back here to Mando Field. The second matchup here in this Area 3 playoffs between West Stokes and Mathews. All except this one is a difference maker. West Stokes comes into this game with one loss on the playoffs. That comes against Mathews back 2 nights ago, once again here at Mando. Double elimination here in this championship series. West Stokes once again has already lost one. Mathews has stayed within the winner's bracket thus far. So if Mathews wins game number 1, that's it. That's all she wrote. Mathews will take home the crown for the Area 3 Junior Playoffs. But if West Stokes takes game number 1, there will be a game number 2. That game will be at 6 o'clock, so it'll be acting just like a regular doubleheader here. Once again, this game is important, as I believe Charles Curfew said that both of these teams have made the state playoffs. So for now, it's just a little bit of bragging rights alongside final positioning heading into the state playoffs. As we have some time, let's take us into the lineups here for both squads. Starting off with the away team, that's going to be for West Stokes. Banks Fant will be leading things off like he did back in their previous matchup 2 nights ago. He'll be in center field in game number 1, followed by Cameron Phipps, the right fielder. Apologies there, getting back into the lineups first for the away team, once again that being West Stokes. Banks Fant will be leading things off in center field, followed by the right fielder of Cameron Phipps. Batting third at third will be Bentley Joyce. In the cleanup spot will be Charlie Reeves, who started things on the mound for West Stokes 2 nights ago. That was a bit of a pitcher's duel. It came down playing 9 innings here at Mando. Following him will be Chris Bennett, the shortstop. The pitcher will be following him. That's Logan Bloodworth. Hunter Anderson following him. Batting 8th will be the DH of Noah Bruner. A little bit of a different way to put the lineup here, having the DH not for your pitcher. Instead, it's going to be for the catcher of Garrett Shelton. And then playing second, batting 9th, will be Cole Morgan. And once again, Logan Bloodworth will be on the mound for West Stokes. As for the home team, that being for Mathews, Sam Yin leading things off, playing second base, followed by Drew Knowles, the shortstop. Aaron DeCouclier will be over in the right, followed by Jack Martin in center, Ryan Sim at first. Tim Henderson will round things out in the outfield, playing in the left. Batting 7th, Ben Baldoff. He'll be at the hot corner. Logan Ryan to DH, followed by Gio Camerata. He'll be behind the plate. Davis Long on the mound tonight for Mathews. Gonna take a quick break here, and we'll get set for first pitch and a national anthem here at Mando Field in this Area 3 championship matchup between West Stokes and Mathews. Welcome back here in Amando. National Anthem has been completed here as we just about ready for first pitch. Once again, let's take you around the lineups here. Starting off with the visiting West Stokes squad. It's going to be Vince Fant leading things off, followed by Cameron Phipps and Bentley Joyce. That will be the top three. For the other side, it's going to be Sam Yen, Drew Knowles, Aaron DeCouklier, Jack Martin, Ryan Sim, Tim Henderson, Ben Baldoff, Logan Ryan, and Gio Camerata. Davis Long on the mound to get things started. Apologies here if I make some calls here at first base that aren't correct, as there's a couple of gentlemen that are standing in my way currently where I can't see the bag. Once again, let's take a look up around the outfield positioning for Mathews. Starting on the left, Tim Henderson. In center, Jack Martin. Over and right, it's going to be Aaron DeCouklier. Moving around the infield, Baldoff, Knowles, Yen, and Sim at first. Behind the plate, Gio Camerata, and on the mound is Davis Long. As we're set for first pitch here at Mando. Just a few more pitches here until the catcher throwdown. That's going to be between a Camerata and either Yen or Knowles, the middle infield pairing tonight. Once again for Stokes, Fant, Phipps, and Joyce. Fans led things off back in game number one between these two. He ended up striking out twice. He looked back at us. I do apologize here. What? Well, except I'm still working on my stuff. Oh, I know.
Leading off for West Stokes.
Here we go as we are set for first pitch. Once again, Davis Long on the mound, ready to get things started here. First pitch, pop first base side. I can't see it. First baseman able to, you're good.
Let's have a reminder, everyone, please return the foul balls.
Thank you.
Into the first third base dugouts, or bring them up to the concession stand. These ladies will give you one of the cool icy pops. Icy pops for baseball. Cameron Phillips.
A ball and one ball, no strikes here to the 2-hole of Cameron Phipps. First pitch popped out and foul ground down the first base line. Able to work the count here back 1-1 as Fans popped out, fouled down the first base line. On deck was Bentley Joyce. Phipps coming in playing right field tonight. As he'll swing and miss from the pitch from Davis Long. Falling down to his last strike here, 1-2. The 1-2 here catches the inside corner, a late call from the home plate umpire, and sides rings them up. Out number 2, 2 up, 2 down here in the first. So a pop out to foul ground, followed by a strikeout will bring up Bentley Joyce. The first pitch offering here, swing and a miss. Threw the fastball upstairs, was able to draw the swing. If Joyce is able to reach base, that will bring up Charlie Reeves. Bentley Joyce played back in game number one between these two. He had a single which led things off in the second before getting stranded at third. Since then, he reached on an intentional walk, not here, as that's popped up a left field. Giving it a ride, but caught by Henderson, and that will do it through the top of the first. To the home half of the first we go. It'll be Yen, Knowles, and DeCouklier. Welcome back here as we're coming into the home half of the first inning. A quick 1-2-3. Once again, apologies, I can't see.
Leading off for Mathews is second baseman Mocksville, Sam Yen.
Sam Yen set to get things started for Mathews. On the mound for the other side is going to be Logan Bloodworth. The left-handed throwing Bloodworth, first pitch misses the outside corner, 1-0. Against the right-handed Sam Yen. Anderson, Fant, Phipps around the outfield. Joyce, Bennett, Morgan, and Reeves is your infield. Yet to throw a strike here, down the count, 2-0 to Yen. Able to catch the inside corner, works it back, 2-1. As for Joyce, he's playing even with the infield grass. The outfield positioning has him pulled just slightly down the left field side. The 2-1 looks away down a bunt, push down the third base side. Joyce read him like a book. Unfortunately for him, it went foul. As the count evens 2-2 after Bloodworth started the count 2-0. As for Mathews, it's going to be Yen, Knowles, and Ducouklier. Set to start things off here in the home half of inning number 1. Grounded down the third base side. Bennett's gonna leave it for Joyce. Play over the first. Reeves able to make the grab. Out number 1 as Joyce was able to make the play, ranging out to his left. Fires it across the diamond to Reeves. Out number 1. I thought that had got by Joyce at third, as that would have been a tough play for Bennett. As this will bring up Knowles. First pitch misses upstairs. As for Bloodworth, he started to count 2-0 against the leadoff man before getting a ground out against Yen.
I'm sorry, we can't see you. Come on, Drew. You're due.
Drew Knowles playing shortstop today for Mathews. Catches the inside corner. That spun Knowles around as the count evens 1-1. So far, 4 straight outs, 3 in the top half of the first, and a leadoff out here in the home half. Looks for another bunt as that's pushed straight back into the netting. A ball and 2 strikes here from Bloodworth. That's for Bloodworth. He's thrown 8 pitches so far, 5 of them being strikes. From the stretch, the 1-2 down and in, got a piece of Knowles back in the right heel, it looks like. And a little bit of pain as he's walking down the first. Regardless, I'll put a runner on first with a 1 out. And then bring up the right field of Ducouklier. A little bit of an injury timeout here. As Knowles is appearing to have some discomfort with his right lower leg. Trying to walk it off.
Dr. Fan in the house. Dr. Fan in the house.
Left-handed Ducouklier. First pitch catches the heart of the plate. No balls and a strike. Knowles the runner on first, being held on by Reeves. Staying put as that's chopped down the first base side. Reeves is going to step on the bag itself for out number 2. Thought about trying to get Knowles out at second. Instead thinks better of it for out number 2 of the inning.
Center fielder number 4, Jack Martin.
This will bring up the center fielder of Jack Martin. Coming to us from the right side, runner in second's Knowles after reaching on the ground out the first. Morgan holding him on behind the bag. Pitch down and in. Starting the count here 1-0 as Bloodworth up to 12 pitches so far thrown through the inning. Martin with a little bit of a closed stance where his lead foot is there in front of his back as that misses the inside corner 2-0. If Martin reaches, it's going to be Ryan Sim and Tim Henderson due to come up. And the second inning is going to be the first baseman of Reeves, followed by Bennett and Bloodworth, the man on the mound. Upstairs, called a strike, works it back 2-1. Reeves playing a little bit in down the first base side. Big gap between the first baseman and second baseman as that's upstairs 3-1. Just about the same pitch was called a strike back to Martin earlier on in this at bat. So far this inning's gone a ground out to third, a hit by pitch, and then a ground out to first. The only runner on thus far is the hit by pitch. Shot left field heading toward the line. That's going to drop in foul ground. As we're down to the last strike here in the first, a payoff pitch coming from Bloodworth to Martin. Choking up on the bats, Martin with 2 strikes, trying to find a way just to put this ball in play. Pop first base side, giving it a right as Phipps takes 2 steps in front of him, able to make the grab, and that will do it. Take us to the home half of the first. Taking us to the top half of the second, we're scoreless, 0-0. Apologies there about leaving the replay on as we're getting set to come back here in the top half of the second. Leading things off for West Stokes will be Charlie Reeves, the first baseman, Chris Bennett, and Logan Bloodworth, who was the man on the mound. First pitch popped up, and that's going to be in the infield, giving it a chase as the shortstop. Just able to make the grab as Knowles on the second base side of second base. Out number 1. Chris Bennett now up with the shortstop. He's had no action yet through 1 inning of working the outfield. As for the defensive positioning for Mathews, Henderson in left, Martin center to Kuklier will be over in right. First pitch here, downstairs, gets away from Camerata. As we move around from the infield, bowed off at third, Noel short, Yen at second, Sim is your man on first. The 1-0 offering catches the outside portion of the plate, evens it 1-1 from Long to Bennett. Long so far throwing a 1-2-3 top of the first. Leadoff man of Fant popped out in foul ground, followed by a strikeout and a flyout to Henderson and left. Falling down the count here, 2-1 to Bennett. From the windup, this one goes inside, nearly got a piece of Bennett. He's able to back out of the way. 3 balls and a strike now to the second batter of the second inning. Catches the outside corner, works it back, 3-2. Payoff pitch here to Bennett. The payoff pitch swung on a miss, gets the strikeout. Second strikeout of the night from Davis Long. Both of his strikeouts so far tonight coming to the second batter of the inning. Back in the first, it was the second out to Phipps, and here it's the second out to Bennett. This will bring up the man on the mound of Logan Bloodworth. Downstairs, ball 1. As for Bloodworth, he's had a solid outing so far through 1, just about tying what Davis Long has done. Only 1 separating factor is the hit by pitch. Catches the outside portion of the plate, works it back 1-1. As for Bloodworth, he's thrown 17 through 1 inning. As for Long, he's at 17 through 1 2/3 as that chop down the first base side, nearly picked up by the first base coach. As they're down to the last strike here in the top half of the second. Now the 1-2-3 first, trying to avoid a 1-2-3 here in the second is West Stokes. Chop down the third base side, picked up by Bowdoff on the 1-hopper. Fires it over the sim in plenty of time. Another 1-2-3 inning here in the second. To the home half we go.
You can throw it to backup. Oh my gosh, you can throw it to backup. Oh my gosh, you can throw it to backup. Oh my.
Welcome back here into the championship game between West Stokes and Mathews. If Mathews wins, we're all done. If West Stokes wins, we'll go to a Game 2, winner take all. These two, same teams played just a couple nights ago. That game going into 9 innings. Final score 3-2 in favor of Mathews. As for West Stokes, it took them until the 6th inning to tie it up, and that's where they played at home. Their first 2 runs, tying it up at 2 apiece. Coming here to the home half of the second, leading things off is Ryan Sim, who put up the last out in the top half of the second. Starting off here, 1-1 the count, as it's going to be Sim, Henderson, and Bowdoff. 4 batters came up in the home half of the first. One being a hit by pitches. This is grounded to Morgan. Firing it over the reefs in time for out number 1. Starting out just where Bloodworth led things off in the home half, getting an early out.
Left fielder number 32, Tim Henderson.
This will bring up Henderson, the left fielder. Henderson batted in the 9-hole back in these games between the two. Had an RBI single back in the 9th. That was the difference maker between the two sides. 1-0 the count here to start things off from Henderson. Fouled straight back, evens at 1 apiece. For those that are just now tuning in, Joyce, Bennett, Morgan, and Reeves goes around the infield from the third to first base side. Anderson, Fant, and Phipps is your outfield. Logan Bloodworth on the mound so far. 22 pitches, 13 of them being strikes. So we get a swing and miss there, down to the last strike against Henderson. As the count falls to 1-2. So far, no base hits from either side here in the second inning. Swing and a miss, pitch downstairs. Shelton able to keep it in front of him. Applies the tag. 2 up, 2 down here in the second. Bloodworth trying to do what Long did back in the last half inning and get a quick 1-2-3 inning. Once again, Bloodworth working from the left side of the mound up against the right-handed batter of Baldoff. Popped out first base side. That's going to go up onto the hill. Getting ahead in the count here is Bloodworth, 0-1. Up and out, evens at 1 apiece. As for Bloodworth, he did not play back in game number 1, but the starting pitcher, that being Charlie Reeves, is now over at first for West Stokes. As that shot left field, giving it a ride. Anderson over his head at the wall. Gone! 2-out home run. Gives Mathews a 1-0 lead off with a bat of Ben Baldoff. The first hit of the afternoon goes in the favor of Mathews. That gives him an early 1-0 lead. Yeah.
7, Logan Ryan.
Bloodworth trying to get a response here and find a way to close it out. As for Mathews, they're trying to continue this inning. A 2-out solo shot from Baldoff gives them a 1-0 lead. As this pitch misses outside, ball 1. As we take a look back in between the game between these two, Mathews scored in the first and third inning, and then they didn't score again until the 9th. As for Stokes, they played at home. Their 2 runs to tie it in the home half of the 6th. Trying to flip the script a little bit. Here's that pitch, misses upstairs. 2-1. Only 1 hit so far from either side, and that's a solo shot from Baldoff. A little bit of a hitter's friendly ballpark here at Mando. 300 feet down the left field line, although there's a little bit of a taller fence as it heads out towards left center, followed by 342 in center and 335 down the right field line.
Look here, Kate. 2 of their players just now getting here.
The 2-2 bounces down in front of home plate.
We thought the game was a tie.
Shelton tried to keep it in. The 3-2 payoff pitch here, trying to set down the inning as Bloodworth upstairs, ball 4 after the home run. That's a walk from Ryan that will bring up Gio Camerata. Longest inning so far here from Bloodworth. As for Davis Long, having a little bit of a stretch here before having to go back out in the 3rd inning. The catcher needing a little bit of a time here to get his gear off with 2 outs. Gio Camerata coming up to this. This will be the 9 hole before he presses things over back to the top half. Mathews trying to steal second. It's trying to throw, nearly clips the pitcher. The tag got away from Bennett, but that will keep Ryan at second after stealing second on the first pitch after his walk.
They gave me the ball for Ben so much.
The 1-0 offering here after the stolen base from Ryan. Swing and a miss, catches the inside corner. As the crowd here slowly starts to get quiet. The 1-1 offering, swing and a miss, able to fool Camerata. As we're down to the 9 hole here from Mathews. As for Camerata, he batted back in the 7 hole, struck out in the second inning, back in game number 1. This pitch just misses the outside corner, maybe a tad bit upstairs. Works it back 2-2. Bloodworth up to 36 pitches here through 1 2/3 inning of work. Ryan on second after a 2-out walk after the home run. Misses outside, full count. Bennett holding on Ryan at second. Backs up, popped up in the infield, in foul ground, that is. As it bounces up here on the pavement. Count remains full.
Foul balls to the concession stand with an icing toss.
Working back here, payoff pitch once again coming from Bloodworth. It's going to be his 40th pitch of the afternoon. Trying to find a way to average 20 pitches an inning. That does catch the outside corner, rings up Camerata, sits him down. Second strikeout of the inning from Bloodworth. Although gave up 1 run on a hit. That was a home run from Ben Baldoff. This will take us to the top half of the 3rd. It'll be Anderson, Bruner, and Morgan. Taking us back here in the top half of the 3rd inning, bringing you all the action this afternoon. Logan Allen on the call. Letting things off will be Hunter Anderson, Noah Bruner, and Cole Morgan before heading to the top. First pitch curveball called a strike, 0-1.
Left fielder right now, Hunter Anderson.
A little bit of a check swing, nearly got a piece of Anderson. Yin gonna have to hurry, throw over the sim. I'm assuming in time, I don't know.
That designated hitter number 5, Noah Bruner.
First pitch here, another curveball set to start. It's going to be Noah Bruner, the DH. A little bit of a difference here for West Stokes. The DH not covering for the pitcher. As for Garth Shelton, the catcher. Count evens 1-1 from Long to Bruner. Pitch catches the bottom half of the zone, works it to 1-2 here to Bruner. Once again, the DH not being for the pitcher. That is for Garth Shelton. Logan Bloodworth, the pitcher, batting in the 6th spot. Count evens here 2-2 from Long. Long up to 25 pitches. A complete difference. From the other side, curveball upstairs just misses up top. Baldoff thought it was strike 3, that being the third baseman. Now he started to jump towards the infield. Swing and a miss, sits him down on the 3-2. Out number 2 of the inning so far, Davis Long has been perfect. This will bring up Cole Morgan, the 9-hole. Playing second base. The first pitch offering here, up and out, 1-0. As for the other side, it's going to be sent right back up to the top for Sam Yin, Drew Knowles, and Aaron DeCouclier. The 1-0, curveball up top, called a strike on the right-handed Morgan. Baldoff playing in on the infield grass. Curveball, I believe, just missed about a ball upstairs. 2 balls, now a strike, as that had a chance to be 1-2. That one does catch the outside corner. Works it back 2-2 from Long to Morgan. Still awaiting the first hit. And first base runners, West Stokes, up and out, 3-2. As for Long, he's gone 2 2/3, no hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts, averaging 1 an inning. The payoff pitch pops straight back out of play. It's going to keep the at-bat alive as it remains 3-2. Long working from the windup. That's our Bloodworth. He's from the stretch. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts in the third will send us to the home half. That's going to be Yin, Knowles, and DeCouclier. As we set 1-0 in favor of Mathews after the solo shot from Ben Baldoff.
Mathews.
Coming back here, top home half of the third. Apologies. That's going to be the leadoff man of Yin. So far tonight, he's ground out the third. That was back in the first inning. Grounding out to Joyce. Once again here, If West Stokes wins, there will be a game 2 that's set for, I believe, right around 6 o'clock. If Mathews wins, that's all she wrote. Mathews will take home the Area 3 Junior Legion Championship. First pitch here, inside misses from Bloodworth to Yin, 1-0. Shot, shallow center field. That's going to drop in front of Fant, but able to corral it in front of him. Keeps Yin to a single. Leadoff single here from Yin will bring up Drew Knowles.
Shortstop number 2, Drew Knowles.
That's when Knowles, he was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Ended up being stranded on second. Looks like we're going to have a bunt here from Knowles. Pickoff move over the Yin. Able to get back in safely as Yin. Bloodworth the lefty here. Going to be a little bit... Down and in, pitcher falls off the mound. It's Bloodworth. Appears to be doing okay. Throws downstairs, 1-0. Yan with a decent sized lead over at first. Definitely tougher to get a good jump as we're doing a fake bunt. Brought in Joyce about halfway down the line. 2 balls, no strikes here from Bloodworth to Knowles. 2 hits so far in the afternoon from Mathews, one of them being a solo shot back in the second inning. Bloodworth still trying to clear off the mound. Yeah, it's just a couple of pitches ago, he ended up falling down. Has yet to throw a strike since. That does catch you inside corner. Knowles trying to play it off as it missed inside. Home plate umpire not biting. 2 balls and a strike. Runner on first is Yin after a leadoff single in a shallow center field. Two and chop. Found that pitch did go inside. Knowles just able to get a piece of it. Works it back 2-2. Bloodworth working on his 46th pitch thrown on the afternoon through just over 2 innings of work. Joyce playing even with the third base bag, backing up just a little bit from where he was starting with no strikes. Batter timeout here from Knowles as he'll step out of the box. Now it's in Bloodworth off the back of the mound. Knowles and Dukukli are up next. Staying put as that pitch misses outside. Full count here. Nobody out. Runner on first. Oh, whoops. Apologies here on the scoreboard as I was unsure of who the home team was before the game started, so I just did my best estimated guess, and it is incorrect as that's grounded to third. Choice not able to hold it on as that bounced right back behind him. It one-hopped him off his shoulder. And I'll put runners on first and second after the air from Knowles to Joyce. And you can see there on the replay, it just bounced right there in front of him. This will bring up Dukukli, who's 0 for 1 so far, grounding out to Reeves back in the first. Looks away down a bunt that gets away from Shelton. Runners will advance 90 feet. Yin to third. Shelton thought about trying to throw it, instead hold on to it, as we'll have a timeout here as Shelton will go down to talk things over with Bloodworth. Swing and a miss, evens at 1-1 the count. Apologies there, as I had the scoreboard incorrect. I've been saying it right, but it's been looking wrong, and I do apologize about that. Called a strike here on the Kuklier. He's 0 for 1 so far, once again grounding out to Reeves. Bloodworth stepping off the back of the mound. Trying to find a way to get out of this jam. Still nobody out here in the third inning. Bloodworth gave up 1 run back in the second, trying to avoid giving up 1 here in the third. But as for Mathews, they're in a good chance. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. For the 3-hole to Kuklier, followed by Jack Martin. Both of those men 0 for 1 so far. The Kuklier grounding out, and Martin flying out to right. 1-2 here, down and out, and Shelton able to keep it in front of him. As the count evens 2-2. There is a free base to put them. Whether or not they decide to use it or not is a different story. 54th pitch of the afternoon, misses outside. Shelton trying to frame it in. As well as a full count here from Bloodworth to the Kuklier. Fly to right field side. Reeves able to get the out at first, but that's going to bring home Yin at the plate. Once again, apologies there as I cannot see first base. That was grounded to Reeves, that was. Apologies. Able to keep that in fair ground. He was able to get the out, but that did bring in Yin, making it 2-0. This will bring up Martin, runner on third with 1 out, 2-0 in favor of Mathews. First pitch here, upstairs, ball 1. Up and in, 2-0. Wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing the bullpen slowly starting to warm up for West Stokes. Bloodworth starting to throw a lot of pitches here through just a handful of innings, as that's inside 3-0. The 3-0 offering downstairs, ball for a 4-pitch walk to Martin. As this will bring up Ryan Sim, who grounded the second back in the second. From the left side, trying to add some more lead here, as it's 2-0 in favor of Mathews. Still a good chance here to do some more. Third baseman of choice playing really far in on the infield portion of the grass. Now as for Reeves, he's having to hold on Martin at first. Pickoff move. Reeves able to hold on to it. Throw went up high. As we're still waiting on 1-0 here to Sim. No, 1-0, sorry. Fly to right field side. That's going to drop in front of Phipps at right. Knowles is going to come across to score, and it will just advance the runners 90 feet as it will get away from Bloodworth. Martin advancing to third. Sim goes up to second. A little bit of a mental error there. Advances the runners 90 feet. Nobody at home. Now there's a pickle between third and home. As we're still in a pickle between third and home. Back over to Shelton. All the way back in the second. Trying to fake tag play at the plate. Did he get him? Home plate umpire with no call at the plate. Called out at the last second. A late call there. Wow. A lucky break there from West Stokes, but one run, I believe, did come across to score. Indeed, so Knowles did come across, making it 3-0 as Martin got thrown out in a pickle between third and home.
Let's go, kid. That's the fun, Tim. That's the fun, dude.
We're going to have a timeout here, as we'll be back here after the quick break. 3-0 in favor of Mathews. Coming back here after the break as we continue here in the home half of the third inning. 2 runs have come across already, leaving a runner on third. As that pitch gets away, Sim's going to remain on third. Said dead ball balk. That's going to bring home Sim. Never mind, that's going to take Sim back to third. Saying it hit by a pitch possibly, as Henderson, regardless, is staying on first base. I thought that ball went behind him.
Do it again, man.
A little bit of confusion now between the third base coach and the infield umpire. They give each other a thumbs up, so apparently they got their confusion set aside as we're back to playing runner on first. It's Henderson, runner on third, Sim, after I believe a hit by pitch. Indeed so. First pitch here, downstairs from Bloodworth to Bowdoff. As I appear, this may be all the last inning of worth from Bloodworth. This is the man that hit a home run back an inning ago, as that pitch is downstairs, evens at 1 apiece. Yeah. Very big lead over at first. Looks like we're going to try and have an intentional pickoff. Stealing second as that pitch misses inside. Henderson able to take second easily, as that'll put runners on second and third. Second and third now with a 2-1 count. As for Bowdoff, he's trying to add to his 1 RBI so for tonight. Won't happen there, but that was a pitch to do it on. Change up down the heart of the plate, evens at 2-2. The first one coming from the home run from Bowdoff. Just went over the left field fence. The 2-2. Just missing the inside corner. No, got rung up by the home plate umpire. A little bit of a late call there will send us to the top half of the fourth. 3-0 in favor of Mathews, as West Stokes is looking to get their first hit of the afternoon and first base runner at that.
For West Stokes center fielder number 14, Banks Van.
Coming back here into the top half of the fourth inning, set to lead things off. That's going to be the leadoff man of Fant, looking to be the first base runner for Stokes. First pitch here, swung, popped up right field side, right toward the right fielder of DeCouklier. He was playing in on the right-handed hitting Fant. One pitch, one out. Will bring up the 2-hole at Phipps. This will bring up Phipps, the right fielder. So far, he's struck out once tonight. As for Long, he's struck out 4 so far. Indeed so, yes, 4 of the West Stokes batters. Foul tip straight down. That's caught by Camerata. 0-1. The 0-1 offering here, swung on a miss. Pitch outside. Works it here 0-2. Once again, he struck out back in his first at bat, that coming in the first inning, as we're now in the top of the fourth. From the windup working. Fires it home, chopped down the infield. Gonna be a tough play from Camerata. Gonna leave it for the man on the mound. Fires over the first from along the sim. Able to get the second out on a tough play. One of the harder plays made so far from Mathews. 2 up, 2 down. This will bring up Bentley Joyce. He flew out to left, back in the first. Once again, not trying to break any curses or anything. Davis Long has been perfect. Down to the 3-hole, one of the hardest spots of the lineup to get through. As that pitch misses outside, ball 1. 38 pitches so far for Long. As for the other side, Bloodworth's thrown 68 through just as many innings. Up and in, nearly got away. Did from Camerata. As for Joyce, he's ahead in the count here, 2-0. The only thing on the line score so far from West Stokes is they have 2 errors. As for Mathews, 3 runs on 3 hits. Stepping off the back of the mound was Long, as he'll work now from the windup. The 2-0 offering. Fastball, top half of the zone, works at Pat, called a strike. Now 2-1. Called a strike outside, evens it 2-2, down to the last strike of the inning. Fouled off, able to keep it alive. As Joyce now trying to find a way to be the first base runner. Down to his last strike once again here in the top of the fourth. He flew out to Henderson, back in the first for the 3rd out of the inning. The 2-2 chopped that, hit him inside the box, so we'll redo it. Back-to-back foul balls with 2 strikes. We'll bring things up for Bentley Joyce, trying to find a way to get on base. Firing home, line right back up the middle. A 2-out base knock from Joyce. First hit of the afternoon, breaks the perfect streak through 2. That is, apologies, as that's the first base knock, and that goes for Bentley Joyce. Putting it right back to where it came from. Will bring up Charlie Reeves, as that's fouled straight back 0-1. Running first is Joyce. He's being held on by Sim. First time our Longs had to work out of the stretch so far tonight. Shot right center field, giving it a chase as a right fielder. That's going to get past DeCouklier. Coming around second, Joyce. Coming around third as the ball is still at the outfield fence. Looks like Joyce is going to score standing. Marks it back now 3-1 here in the 4th inning. A double from Reeves. As this inning will continue, it's 3-1 in the fourth.
Chris Barrett.
There's a bring up of Chris Bennett. So far 0 for 1, striking out in the second. Although, like I said back in the last game here on this channel, hitting is contagious. Back-to-back singles after being no hit. We'll put a runner on second, 2 outs. That pitch catches the top half of the zone, 0-1. He's able to get it in quickly, picked up by the first baseman. Sim will keep runners first and third. 3 straight hits here from West Stokes. Now switches a little bit of momentum as it's first and third with 2 outs.
Davis.
3 hits with 2 outs will bring up Logan Bloodworth, the man on the mound. Has a chance here to bring home 1 and work it back to a 1-run game. 3-1. Outside called a strike. Starting off here 0-1 to Bloodworth. Once again, he's 0 for 1. He grounded out to Baldoff. Back in the second inning. Outside. As the count evens 1-1, the way Bloodworth looked back, it nearly appeared that the home plate umpire called that one a strike. Bloodworth out of the box here, calling time. As it looked like Long was trying to work a little bit too quickly for his liking. Reeves on third. At first, it's Bennett. The 1-1 offering here, swung and a miss at the pitch upstairs. Fordham with the off speed. As we're down to the last strike here in the top of the fourth. In the home half, it's going to be Ryan and Camerata. The 1-2 offering popped up. That's going to be straight back here out of play. Count remains 1-2.
Another icing call for somebody.
Bloodworth trying to keep this inning alive. As for Long, talking things over with the infield umpire about something. Not entirely too sure about what. Regardless here, the 1-2. The pitch, that does miss outside. That was indeed a ball, but according to Mathews, everybody thought that was a strike 3. The whole infield started walking back towards the dugout. The 2-2 upstairs, full count. There is a free base to put on that second. Reeves on third, Bennett over on first. As for Long, he's yet to walk anybody, but coming into this inning, he had yet to even allow a base runner. Another timeout here from Bloodworth. The full count, Bennett will be going. Indeed, so as the payoff pitch is fouled straight back, we'll redo it. As Camerata was trying to catch it off the back netting. Outfield playing semi-in, not too deep. As Bloodworth trying to do some damage. The payoff pitch once again catches the outside corner, rings them up as Bloodworth thought that was ball 4. That one was not, but 1 run does come across. That was on the RBI single from Reeves. That will take us to the home half of the fourth. 8, 9, and top. coming back here in the home half of the fourth. West Stokes was able to push across one, making it 3-1, but Mathews still holds a 2-run lead. Leading things off, that's me, Logan Ryan, followed by Gio Camerata. Bringing you all the action here tonight, and through a large majority, apologies, all of this season for Mocksville-Davie. And a majority of these postseason games has been Logan Allen. And catch me here on Mocksville-Davie Piedmont Hockey Association. That's an adult hockey league in Winston, alongside the Carolina Disco Turkeys. Down and out, 1-0. New man on the mound taking over. That's going to be Cameron Phipps. The 1-0 up and in, called a strike, evens at 1 apiece from Phipps to Ryan. As for Ryan, he's walked back in the second inning, ended up stealing second from the throw from Shelton to Bennett. As for Bennett, he wasn't able to hold on to it as that bounced towards the second base side of second base. Already cut there, works at the 1-2. 1-2 offering here, grounded on the first base side, and that goes foul. Count remains 1-2 to Ryan. Once again, we're here through the second time through the batting lineup. We will be crossing over into the third, as Sam Yen so far is 1 for 2. The 1-2 here is downstairs in the dirt. He evens at 2-2. Catches the outside corner a little bit low. Shelton trying to throw it around the horn. Ryan walking in his way. He able to start off the inning with a strikeout from Phipps. Phipps started off the count throwing the first pitch out of the plate for a ball. Able to work it back and get a strikeout to start off the inning. Once again, this brings up the 9-hole of Camerata. Camerata so far 0 for 1 with a strikeout, as that's not going to be on as that shot in the left field. Anderson giving it a chase at the outfield wall. Just able to make the grab there at the warning track. What a play there. Hopefully you can see that here on the replay. If not, that was an unbelievable catch there at the fence. Dancing in and out between the shade and sun between the trees will send us back to the top of the lineup. Sam Yen so far 1 for 2, singling back in the third inning. End up coming across the score on the RBI groundout from the Cuckooer. The 1-0 downstairs, that gets away from Shelton. As the count works 2-0 to the Mathews leadoff man of Yen. Two outs here in the fourth, the 2-0 upstairs, 3-0. There is a free base to put him as there's nobody on, but as for Phipps, he's wanting to find a way to get out of this inning as quickly as he can. As for Mathews' hitting staff, they're wanting to continue this inning. Won't happen here as that catches the heart of the plate, 3-1. A 5-pitch walk will bring up the 2-hole of Knowles. As for Knowles, he sets 0 for 1 after reaching on an error to the third baseman, followed by a hit by pitch. End up scoring back in the third inning, giving them the 3-0 lead. Apologies here on YouTube as it's paused. Pop out on the first base side is going to get out of the play as it hits the roof. No balls and a strike. Once again, I do apologize here about the feed going out. Hopefully I'll cut back here sometime soon as it's getting a little bit too hot here between my phone. Nope, we're all good. Apologies here. Stolen base might be called interference as that went behind Knowles. Regardless here, stolen base from Yen. Three-1 your score in favor of Mathews, putting one home in the second and two home in the third as that's grounded over in the left field in front of Anderson. Going to be at the plate. Anderson's throw on the line. Shelton trying to apply the tag. Did he do it? He did not. Umpire calls him safe. What a slide there from Yen, as we'll try and get the replay here on YouTube. Home plate umpire immediately called him safe. What a slide there from Yen on the RBI single from Knowles. The quickly here so far 0 for 2. And RBI ground out back in the third and grounded out the first in the first. Ground out here would, for West Stokes, hopefully end the inning. Shot fouled straight down, 1-1. Four hits for 4 runs for Mathews. For West Stokes, 1 run on 3 hits. Waiting here after the foul ball, giving some time for the catchers. I believe they got a piece of them. As we come back set now, runner on second. That's Knowles after advancing the second on the throw to the plate. Anderson throw went on the line to Shelton. Shelton's tag just missed as Yen was able to come across and score. Lined over the second. Backhand, get one hop over the Morgan, flips it over the Reeves. That will do it here for the home half of the fourth. Mathews was able to respond and get one back of their own, bringing back their 3-run lead. To the top of the fifth we go, 4-1 in favor of Mathews.
Left fielder number 9, Hunter Anderson.
Coming back here, top of the fifth inning we go. It's going to be 7-8-9. Starting things off will be Hunter Anderson. He's 0 for 1 so far, grounding out to second. First pitch called a strike here. Yeah, 0-1 offering just misses outside. Camerata trying to work it back in from long. Instead, that pitch was just a tad too far outside, said the home plate umpire. Works it even, 1-1. Curveball upstairs from long, works it to 2-1. Long trying to work quick here, going through the fifth, slowed down in the fourth, giving up 3 base runners. One of them coming across the score on the RBI single from Charlie Reeves. Bentley Joyce was the one that came across the score. All that happening with 2 outs. Thought that was ball 4, instead it works at full. That being of Anderson. As for Long, he has yet to walk a batter. Trying to keep that trend going here. Fouls right back, keeps it 3-2. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, sits him down. Another strikeout tonight from Davis Long. That's his 6th strikeout of the afternoon. This will take us to Noah Bruner. He's a DH batting for the catcher of Garth Shelton.
Designated hitter number 5, Noah Bruner.
First pitch curveball, catches the heart of the plate, works at 0-1. You can just about guess how the first pitch curveball is going to be coming. And they still haven't been able to hit it as that goes upstairs and right through. Goes through the mitt of Camerata. That ball on a strike. Curveball up and in, nearly got a piece of Bruner. Works at a 2-1 to the West Stokes 8-hole. Once again, 0 for 1. Downstairs, 3-1. West Stokes needing 3 runs. And they're starting to need them fairly quick. As it's up and in, first walk given up from Long goes to the 8-hole of Bruner. This will bring up the 9-hole of Cole Morgan, the second baseman. Long was perfect through 3 innings. Well, 3 2/3 of an inning, if you will, before giving up a single to Bentley Joyce, who came across the score. That gets away from Camerata. Advancing to second, Bruner on the pass ball. 1 out runner in scoring position for the 9-hole of Morgan. And we'll go to the top for Fant, who's 0 for 2 so far, who's flown out twice. The 1-0 here. Upstairs, called a ball, works at the 2-0. Only 1 out here in the 5th. And the second baseman holding on the runner. Bruner with a decent sized lead. Staying put as a 2-0. Down the heart of the plate, works at a 2-1. Once again, if West Stokes finds a way to come back and win this one, there will be a game 2. As for Mathews, if they win, it's all over. Popped up right field, giving it a ride to Kuklier, able to make the grab. As for Bruner, he'll just stay put on second, as that was nowhere near deep enough to try and advance on the tag. And this will send us to the top with 2 outs for Banks Fant. Back an inning ago in the 4th. West Stokes did a very good job of pushing across runners as they were finally able to push home their first run of the afternoon alongside their first hit with 2 outs. No one better than their leadoff man, grounded over the short, bounced off in front of him as Knowles has to hurry as the throw goes up the right field line. Coming in the score is Bruner. The first base in the sim will not draw a throw, and that brings us back to within 2. Back-to-back innings scored from West Stokes. Knowles had it bounce up right off of him, trying to hurry and rush us through the sim. Unfortunately, did not work out as Fant was able to reach safely. Once again, another 2-out runner that's able to score. Redemption here for Knowles. Fires it over the first. Sim able to keep this one out of the dirt and hold on to it for out number 3, but 1 run does come across as it's 4-2 going to the home half of the 5th. coming back here as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning here in Mando. And the championship game for Mathews and West Stokes. Mathews win. They won the Area 3 Junior Legion Championship. If West Stokes wins, we got a game 2. First pitch swinging chopped over the short, has one play over the first in, plenty of time for out number 1 to Jack Martin. This will bring up Ryan Sim. That was a ground out to Bennett to Reeves. Phipps remains on the mound here for a second inning of work. First pitch here, shot fouled, goes straight in between the legs of Shelton. Works at no balls and a strike. Once again, apologies here. Hard for me to see at first base. The 0-1 here catches the outside corner. Humping umpire able to ring him up. 0-2. And Sim, Henderson, and Baldoff. As for Sim, he's 1 for 2, singling to right, grounding out to second. As he's down to his last strike here, the 0-2 catches the top half of the zone. A late call here, able to set down Sim. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. Back in the 4th, Phipps was able to get 2 up, 2 down before giving up a walk and RBI single. Trying to avoid that here and work a quick 1-2-3 inning. First pitch here upstairs
32.
to Henderson. Henderson's 0 for 1 thus far, striking out back in the 2nd and then being hit by pitch in the 3rd. As the 1-0 offering here, shot down the third base side, that goes foul. As it appears that Mathews slowly is starting to warm somebody up down in the bullpen. The 1-1 offering here, change up down the heart of the plate, works it to 1-2, down to the last strike of the 5th inning before we head for West Stokes home half, for top half that would be, for Bentley, Joyce, Reeves, and Bennett. Foul straight back, keeps it 1-2. Apologies here, back in game number 1 between these two, not just being during the regular playoffs, if you will, before the championship. The home team and away teams were switched, with the West Stokes being the technical home team back 2 nights ago here at Mando. The 1-2 offering here nearly got a piece of Henderson. Not really sure where that missed, but it did get away from Shelton. With the count even, it's 2-2. Firing at home, pops straight back into the netting. Count remains with a 2-2 count. For those new joining us, it's 4-2 in favor of Mathews. They took an early 1-0 lead after a solo shot from Baldoff with 2 outs in the 2nd. Since then, has gone back and forth. Mark Curley sets 4-2 in favor of Mathews. Outside 3-2. Mathews is yet to give up the lead as they've been able to hold it all night long. But as for West Stokes, it looks like they've slowly started to add some pressure here. Ground out to third, Choice fires it over the Reeves in time. Reeves able to hold on to the bag. That will do it for the 5th. To the top of the 6th we go, 4-2 in favor of Mathews. coming back here. Top of the 6th inning we go. 4-2 in favor of Mathews. To the right-handed hitting Tim Henders. Apologies. The other side, it's going to be Bentley Joyce. A 1-2-3 inning closed out the home half of the 5th. As I was in this to the top of the 6th for Bentley Joyce, starting off ball 1. Get me over curveball, works it back to 1-1. There's even more. Fly to right field side, coming in on it. Kuklier able to make a sliding grab for out number 1 of the inning. Great play there, works it. First out of the inning. Pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. First out of the inning comes to a pop out as Kuklier was able to make the grab. No. Reeves chopped to third, able to keep it in front of his Baldoff, but not able to make the grab. Here to Baldoff will keep the inning alive here for West Stokes.
Roll it, boys. Go down.
Shortstop, 13, Chris Bennett.
Foul straight back here into the netting, 0-1. Reeves at first being held on by Sim. First base runner since the walk in the 5th to Bruner, who ended up scoring on the RBI error from Banks Fant. From the stretch. Small lead at first, staying put as that's chopped down the third base side. Goes into the dugout down the third base side for Mathews. Works it to an 0-2 count. One out here in the top of the 6th. That comes to the fly out to the Kuklier to lead things off of the inning. The 0-2 here goes inside, nearly clips Bennett. Any hit by pitches here would be beneficial for West Stokes. Logan Bloodworth waits on deck. The 1-2 upstairs evens the count, 2-2 with an out. As for Chris Bennett, he was a part of the 3 back-to-back singles in the 4th inning, which ended up bringing in 1. That was the RBI single from Reeves, who stands on first. The 2-2 chopped down the third base side over to Baldoff. 5-4, that's all she wrote. Able to get the leadoff man out on the fielder's choice. Now to bring up the pitch of Logan Bloodworth, who started on the mound before giving things up to his partner of Phipps. Bloodworth so far 0 for 2, striking out in the 4th, grounding out in the 2nd. Trying to help out his own cause here after giving up 3 runs, only 2 of them being earned, alongside 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. As for Long, he's gone through 5 2/3, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them being earned. Small lead at first, the 1-0 offering. Foul straight back, got a piece of Camerata. Down evens 1-1. Baldoff playing even with the with the infield grass, that is, apologies, as that's the all-speed catching the outside corner down to the last strike of the 6th. Had a one-out base runner reaching on an error. That was Charlie Reeves before getting put out at second on the fielder's choice from Bennett. Trying to continue the inning, the 1-2 outside nearly got away from Camerata. That's the count evens 2-2.
Back it up, D. Back it up, D.
The 2-2 offering foul straight back. He'll keep the at-bat alive for Stokes. As West Stokes slowly starting to run out of time as they're down to the last 4 outs. As they're only playing 7. As the last time these two teams match up, they end up going 9. As West Stokes tied it up in the 6th inning. The 2-2 swing on a miss over top of the changeup. Second strikeout for Bloodworth. As that will take us to the home half of the 6th. 4-2 in favor of Mathews. Welcome back here, home half of the 6th inning. As we're set here for West Stokes to take the mound, Mathews here at the plate. Again, I can't see. Apologies here, I can't see what's happening, so 1-0 I believe, I don't know. I believe that one missed downstairs, 2-0. As for where the camera set up to where I'm at there, it is slightly in a different positioning from where I am. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Yay, thank you, my good sir. Upstairs 3-0. Baldoff comes up to the plate. He had the lead up, the 2-out home run in the second to give the team a 1-0 lead for Mathews. Draws a 4-pitch walk, that is. His outer brought in home the intentional walk. Never mind, that was a 4-pitch walk indeed. So, and this will bring up the second batter of the inning after the leadoff walk for Logan Ryan. Logan Ryan, so first it's, apologies, we're going to have a substitute hitter of O'Shaughnessy. He was the starting pitcher for Mathews back in the game between these same two squads, as that was a line right toward third, trying to double him up at first. Not in time as O'Shaughnessy lines out to Joyce at third base. Trying to double him up there, but Gerardo's able to get a big out there. We'll bring up the 9-hole of Camerata. with there being a new batter at the DH spot, is O'Shaughnessy going to be the one coming back into the mound as there's one warming up the last inning for Mathews. Off-speed misses inside, ball one from Phipps. 36 pitches thrown so far on the afternoon. Runner on first, that's Bowdoff after a 4-pitch walk. Swing and a miss, that pitch missed downstairs. 0-1. Decent sized lead over at first from Bowdoff. He's going. Pitch misses downstairs. That gets away from Shelton. Able to take 90 feet standing was Bowdoff. That goes Mathews, a runner on second with an out from the line out toward the third baseman. At the plate's the 9-hole. Up at the top, it's Sam Yen. Chop down the third base side, that goes foul as the count evens 2-2. That's for Camerata. He struck out in the second and flew out to Anderson in the left. That's how his night's gone so far. Has a chance here to bring home another one. A huge insurance run before going to the top of the 7th. Down and out, ball 3 will lead us to a full count here in the 6th inning. A walk here would be huge for Mathews, sending it to the top of the lineup for Sam Yen, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. Downstairs, ball 4 on the full count. Puts runners first and second for the leadoff man. Second walk of the inning from Phipps. Looks like we're going to have another, pinch runner. Either that or a courtesy runner, that is. Courtesy runner, I do believe. Is everything filled in? State. A little bit of a conference going on here at home plate between the coach and the home plate umpire. So we'll take a quick timeout here. 4-2 in favor of Mathews here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch chopped towards second base. Morgan has one play over the first, able to hold on to the bag. But Bowdup goes to third, Camerata to second. Way to trade the extra 90 feet for an out. Those will bring up the 2-hole of Drew Knowles. Could be the last chance as the first pitch here catches the outside corner, 0-1. Going to the top half of the 7th, it's going to be Anderson, Bruner, and Morgan. The 7-8-9. Couldn't be any better spot for Mathews in the start and the last inning. The 0-1 popped up right field side. Bloodworth coming in on it. Nearly overruns it as it started tailing towards the right field line. Leaves 2 runners stranded. To the top of the 7th we go. 4-2 in favor of Mathews. Coming back here, top of the 7th in this championship game between West Stokes and Mathews. Mathews holds a 2-run lead here in the top of the last inning. West Stokes needing 2. First pitch runs inside, gets a piece of him. A leadoff runner. Allen continues to be long so far through 6 innings of work. Down 6, trying to back pick. Camera throws some shots here for the camera, a little delayed. As my camera is getting hot. 2-0 here, 8-hole. Big off move the first, not in time, but trying to get lost. That is 0-1. Once again, struck out and popped up straight home plate. 2-1 now the count. For West Stokes, they need a big inning here, needing 2 runs. Mathews trying to shut it down. The 2-1 offering shot center field coming in on it is going to be Martin. Makes the quick out for one of the in, so he only had to run in just a couple of feet. Through 2 batters here in the 7th, 1 out. That's a fly up from Bruner to Martin. And this will take us to the 9 hole for Morgan.